best gift ever was getting to know the men and women that I stepped inside the squared circle with and really got to know on a personal level. And I can't thank you guys enough. And as far as 2020 goes and these matches that I've seen, I want to give a special thank you to Brian Keith. I knew Brian Keith was a main eventer when he beat me in a steel cage for the television championship when he was hugging his younger brother. I knew he was a main eventer then, and now I'm glad the rest of the world is catching up to realize that he's a main eventer now. And thank you, Brian. I look forward to more matches with you. Of course, I can't forget about Abel Andrew Jackson. I've known Abel since 2008. And for as long as he's been doing it, I admire him so much because most guys that have been doing it for a long time, a lot of guys like to phone it in. One bump, brother, that's it. You see the crowd out there? I'm not going to work that hard. Abel has never phoned it in, and I don't think he ever will. And, brother, I appreciate you stepping in the ring with me in the year 2020 and beyond, man. Thank you very much. And, you know, besides other guys that I faced like Young Brute, Tommy Bolton, and, of course, Zach Mason, I got to share the ring with the renegades of reality wrestling. It's been cool, but, you know, other guys, man, everybody look up to Brendan Steen. Where's Edge Stone at? Where's Edge? Oh, God, there he is. I train with Edge Stone 5 days a week, and he puts me through the ringer, man, and he's like the bigger, younger brother I wish and kind of never wish I had. And it's funny, we pull up like 5:30 in the morning, he yells out of his car, "Stone Island!" And I'm like, dude, there's a bunch of old white people here in Bel Air. Like, you can't be scaring everybody. Need to calm that down. But I see a lot of big things for him, and I'm glad he won Breakout Star of the Year. And a lot of things that I see, of course, is Will All Day. I know everybody's been giving you little jabs, man, and I'll tell you this right now to your face in front of the entire world. You're a star, brother, and I see a lot of great things coming for you, man, and you keep it up. And another guy that apparently you guys booed a lot was Cam Cole. Come on. Why'd I like Cam Cole? Seriously, Cam Cole shocked the world, jumped off down from the cage, and won the Reality Wrestling Championship, and I was shocked just like anybody else. But when I got in the locker room and I saw the belt around his shoulder, I walked right up to him, to his face, I shook his hand, and I go, very well earned and very well deserved. And I meant it then, and I still mean it today. And make sure you take care of that championship while you have it. No, but seriously, good job. Of course, it would be blasphemy if I didn't thank the man, the one guy, the reason why this has been, I mean, look at that. That's amazing, man. I came into PWA back in 2008, was met by Kevin Bernhardt, Gustavo Mendoza, and our friend Robbie. And right after that, I met Booker T. Man, I don't know if anybody's got a similar story than I do meeting Booker T, but that's where I learned the hee-hee, ha-ha, the difference between the two after him watching a match with me with my pants down, bumping around and all that stuff. Long story, but either way, one of the greatest things in my career, people can talk about wrestling around the world and everything like that. One of the greatest things in my career and my life is being side by side next to this man. And Book, I can't thank you enough for giving me a platform to go and do what I love to do for all these years, and I will continue to do for you moving forward. Thank you, Book. Beside every great man is a great woman. Of course, I can't forget about Miss Charmel. And, you know, it's easy to talk about Miss Charmel because you're Booker's wife, and you do a lot of things behind the scenes that deserve a lot more praise because she puts in a lot of work for reality wrestling. But I'm not really going to talk about that. I actually want to bring up something real quick, and I know I'm trying to wrap this up so we can get all out of here. But while I was away from reality wrestling, I did a lot of personal work on myself. In the 17 years that I've been involved in professional wrestling, I've never taken a break, ever. And for the first time in my life, I really felt like I'm really starting to get to know my true self. And it got pretty lonely at some point. It's a lot of painful stuff when you're trying to figure out yourself and really grow. And I felt really lonely, and I really didn't feel like that even though I'm surrounded by so many people, I didn't really know I had anybody that really cared at that moment. My mindset wasn't right. And all of a sudden one day, my phone went off, and I looked down, and it said Charmel. So I went ahead and I looked at the text message, and it said, hey, I just want to know that I love you, and thank you for being a part of reality wrestling, and I understand the break that you're taking, but trust me, I support you. And, of course, in Charmel fashion, she ended it with, if you're gone too long, I'm going to come find you. I know that didn't mean a lot to you to send that text message, but it meant everything in the world to me, and I'll never forget that. Thank you so much. The last thing I'll say is this. It's the little things. It's always and forever the little things. Book talks about it all the time about the ring. It's the little things that make you great. But it's not only just the things inside the ring, it's the things outside of the ring. That's why I grab Kevin Bernhardt when he's scrambling around. I say, hey, brother, take a deep breath. Realize where you're at. Before every show, when it's inside the Booker T World Gym Arena, I go around the risers and I look around at all the people that go ahead and talk about their matches, and everybody's scrambling around like ants, getting ready to put on the best wrestling show that Texas has ever seen each and every month. And it makes me realize the little things like this, because one day, this will all be gone one day. Hopefully some things will always last, but also some things don't last forever. And I want to make sure while I'm on this planet, while I'm able to be inside the square ring, that I enjoy every single moment of being a part of reality or wrestling. So the last thing I'll say is this. Make sure you appreciate the little things. And I can't thank you guys enough for letting me come up here, being voted the Superstar of the Year. And no matter where I go and what I do, when anybody asks, where'd Ryan Davidson come from? Baby, I came from the reality of wrestling. Thank you very much.